Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your video for the week of September 5th. Let's see what's going on for you this week. This week I'm also collaborating still with Marie Moore, so if you haven't had a chance to check her out yet, please do so at the link in the description below. But, having said that, let's see what we got going on for you here. Looks interesting. Alright. So you start off with the Ten of Spades. And, there a bunch of Spades cards came up for people in the September readings. A bunch of Spades cards have come up during these weekly readings for the first week of September here, or really the second, or whatever you want to call it. But this is a card I think a lot of people are thinking about the past. Ten of Spades represents, it's kind of like a death card in a lot of ways. It has a lot of other meanings, but it can represent the past and past worries and things. We're in this retrograde, so there's really no surprise there. I think for most people it seems to be around friends and thinking about past issues with friends, or even past friends that you've had that you've lost, and kind of going over those things in your head. It still looks like a great week, by the way, so I wouldn't worry too much about this card. But again, a lot of you could just be reflecting on a lot of those things. Next, you have the Four of Clubs. I call this card Mercury retrograde. It's definitely a card that tells you to double check everything that you do. So make sure that you double check all paperwork. The usual Mercury retrograde stuff. I'm not like a Mercury retrograde fear monger either. I believe that life still needs to move forward. I have personally signed plenty of contracts. I've traveled. Right now, while you are watching this video, I am gone. I am traveling all the way across the country. So, I'm not somebody who's afraid to travel or afraid to sign things during retrogrades. Like I said, I've done it a bunch of times, and have really never had any issues at all. So again, I'm not a big believer in the whole needing to be totally afraid to do things during retrogrades. But what I have done is I've just double-checked on everything, during those periods. Double-checked contracts, double-checked, whatever I'm signing, all sorts of stuff. So just double-check during those times. But this is also a card of adventure. It's a card of travel. So a lot of you could be thinking about traveling and doing those things. Next, you have the Six of Spades. Incremental improvements, things actually improving for you. So again, despite having that Ten of Spades at the beginning, it looks like there will be improvements for you. This card also has a little bit of an element of fate to it. It says that things are kind of almost destined to happen for you as well. So a lot of things could be clicking into place for you this week, or maybe even you've had some thoughts or you're worried about whether things will happen for you. Like you're worried if you'll ever have a relationship, or you're worried if you'll ever be able to move, or any of these worries. And a lot of those things, you could be seeing how things are actually working in your favor a little bit more now. And I would say this will carry through until October, actually, and through October maybe this energy could be lasting for you. So that's really nice. Next, you have the Two of Clubs. Be as diplomatic as possible. As this week is the clear message I'm getting off of this card. If there are any arguments in the home, or arguments with friends or anything like that, try to be as friendly and diplomatic as you can. I think that'll be very important for you. Just looking at what you have here, your next card can represent arguments in the home. Really, I would avoid all arguments this week if I were you, but sometimes we just can't, right? So just be as diplomatic as possible. Again, Four of Spades. Avoid arguments in the home. With this card, arguments can turn into something much bigger, so try to avoid that. It is a card of comfort and more comfort in your life, and building more comfort into your life, becoming more comfortable, becoming more successful, and doing the things you need to do to make that happen. So I actually do still, even though it's a Spades card, I look at it as a good card. It's even a card of recovery. Like if you've been sick, or if there have been arguments and you're trying to recover from those arguments, this card can represent recovery from those issues. So it's actually not such a bad card. And you end with the Four of Diamonds. Again, even more stability coming in. It is a card of patience. It does say that things are happening, but you might need to be a little bit more patient this week. But this card can represent more money and better finances coming in, new jobs, and even travel. I didn't even realize you have 3 4s here, so pretty stable week, actually, I would have to say. Just double check everything that you do and you'll be fine. But it looks like a good week, a good mixture of everything. Even though love didn't specifically come up here, I would actually say that it could be even a good relationship week as long as you avoid arguments. Things could be fine there as well. So thank you for watching, and enjoy your week.